Hey folks, this is Justin at Metcalf Mills. Today I'm bringing you Fun Fact Friday, and it's going to be fun, I promise. Today I'm going to take you into the woods to find some ginseng. Yep, ginseng, or around here, as we say, just sang. I've been looking for this stuff my whole life. Even from the time I could barely walk with my mother. When I couldn't walk, she'd carry me through the woods while she was looking. So me and ginseng goes back a long way. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, you ought to go ahead and do that, and you'll be seeing Fun Fact Friday every Friday. And I hope you enjoy this video. It's special to me. The last time I went ginseng hunting in the woods was with my mama. So she's not here anymore, lost her earlier this year, and it was really nice to share this with you and to take you along since Mama couldn't be there. I hope you enjoy. You gotta go real slow, look around, because they will hide from you. I've found it under fence lines, around old logging roads. It really likes poplar groves. Some people say there's spots it won't grow, but I've seen it in several different places before. As far as that goes, I wouldn't rule out that it wouldn't grow just about anywhere. And there's certain conditions it don't like, but and if you're looking down the mountain, you can see it a lot better because you're looking down on it. You got the advantage of being above it on the high ground. Tell you, my mother, she lived for when Sang got ready to dig. She loved to go to the mountains and dig Sang. I'm gonna show you right here. Get my fingers out of the way. See these right there? That is a small two-prong. There's 3 more two-prongs. And up here's the mother plant, which it looks like it is only 2 prongs as well. That one's got broke off or not. Yeah, it's a 3-prong, just hiding. Let me back up here. See right here you've got 3-pronged right here. See there? 1, 2, 3. And you can see where the berries was. They're all gone. So you can feel good about digging that one because all the berries are gone. And you can feel especially good about digging it because it's got all these babies out down here beside of it. So you know you're digging one and leaving 1, 2. There's a little baby 3-prong right there. Baby 3-prong, 3, and a little baby 2-prong. That's 4 there. So we're digging 1 and leaving 4. That makes me feel a lot better about digging it. Some of these people will dig them. I mean, they will dig that size. They're getting more strict on it. They'll dig it without berries on it. That's poaching, and I am not, by any means, I am not. That's an offense to the woodlands and what grows there. Just like your mustard greens I was talking about, you don't want to take it all, just part of it. And leave a good part, and there'll always be some for tomorrow. I did not bring a digging tool with me, which if I was digging same for quantity, I would have brought a digging tool, but I just wanted to dig one up to show y'all what it looks like. So you want to go real gently around there until you find out which way that root is headed. Because you can break them or cut them, or if you're using a tool, you got to just scratch around that stem all the way down until you see which way that root is going. Just take your time. Okay, right there is it's next year's bud, I guess you'd call it, coming out there. So I can see which way the root's going now, so I feel good about tearing into it. Okay, so you can see right here, this little white bud right there, that's next year's growth. The rings on the stem between the main stem and the root, they have see those little notches all the way up? You'll see better when I get it out, but that tells the years that this thing has been growing. So let's get it out. And two, you never know how many roots. Sometimes they'll have a small root leading to a bigger root, so you just have to investigate real thorough and make sure that you ain't leaving a big piece of root in the ground. So you can kind of wiggle around. A lot of times they'll have a lot of hair roots on there, and I like to try to always get all that out. Just makes the root look better when you get it out of there. See, there goes another hair root coming over there. All right, folks. There is. Zoom this thing out. There's a 3-prong mountain ginseng. You can see how that root looks. It's not a huge root, not a huge plant, but it's a good one. If you count those growth rings right here, looks like there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next year will probably be the 10th year this thing's been growing, according to the growth rings. So we'll take this one home. So we got 1, we left 3. That's what I call good odds. Mosey around here, see what else we can find. Gonna comb around, look around. Sometimes you'll find it around old trees, old stumps, old logs, you know, where old trees have fell. Seems like it likes to be around those quite a bit. They've got a lot more strict on digging it, and I'm glad, because some of these people, they just dig until there ain't nothing left. Now here's one. This is a good example. That's what happens to it later in the year. After it's dropped its berries, it'll turn golden yellow colored. It'll look like nothing else in the woods, really. It will just be glowing golden yellow colored. So that's what that looks like. Give you a good picture of that. And it's also, if I didn't tell you, and I didn't, it's got 2 small leaves, 3 big leaves. So there's other things that kind of favor it. One of them's kind of like poison ivy, I guess it is. It grows in the mountains and it looks a lot like it. But once you get familiar with what it looks like, you won't have any problem distinguishing between it and other things that grows in the woods. So I'm about 30 minutes from where I live on some private property. Sometimes you have to crawl. You'll get into some thick, brushy spots. You'll just have to crawl. Penny, how do you like sang hunting, girl? You like it, huh? You like sang hunting? First time you've ever been, ain't it, girl? You like to sang hunting, Penny? Do you like it? It looks like you do. I see some here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if you can pick it out. I'm gonna give you a chance to find some ginseng today. So, let's see here. If I can do this without giving it away too much. If you look at all these plants, around here. Do you see any ginseng amongst them? Do you see any? Do you see any? I'm gonna try not to zoom in right on it so you'll be able to possibly find it. Hope I ain't going too fast for you. I see 2 right now. A lot of times when you find some, if you'll be still and look, you'll find more because it grows. And a lot of times it'll grow in bunches, not always, but sometimes. So right here's one. Right there's a nice, beautiful 3-prong. And right over here, behind this log, like I was telling you, it grows behind a log sometimes. There's a nice, big, beautiful plant we'll go over and look at in just a minute. Here you can see that it has dropped its berries. See, that berry stem is completely bare right there. Completely bare. Okay. Go over here. Now that's a nice, big, beautiful 4-prong. That's what I like to dig. And most of the time the oldest. See, it's got 2 stems there. Here's your berry stem. Oh great, there's some berries you can see. Beautiful big red berries. And when you find these things and that seed head is just full of berries, it is a beautiful, beautiful plant. I'm a little late for that, but next year I'll try to come back with you and show you one like that when the berries are ripe. But you can see it's a 4-prong. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a good representation of what the plant looks like, because you can see all the leaves, how they are. Nice, big, beautiful 4-prong. Might go ahead and dig it so you can see what it looks like. Maybe a bigger root than that 3-prong we dug. All right. Follow this stem up here. Now you can see right here. See right here's last year's stem. That's last year's old stem. Just laying there. Some holes there where some little wood varmints has been digging around. Maybe they've not eat the root. Sometimes they will. Again, we'll be real careful to dig down and find out which direction that root is going, because we don't want to break it or tear it up in any way. Keep it whole as best we can. Sometimes you'll break them. It just happens. I've dug them out from amongst rocks and roots, and sometimes you cannot get them out. Unless you got a rock hammer and a chopping axe or something, and that's a lot of weight to carry around in the woods. We got a root going over it right here. You can see that. Don't look like a real old plant, but it's a big 4-prong, so dig it. Like I say, if I'd been gonna dig much, I would have brought a digging tool. Just keep working and tracing roots. Working and tracing roots. Sometimes they'll go down and you can't get all the fine roots out. That one's going pretty deep and down in the hard ground, and I may not be able to wiggle it all out of there, but we'll get all we can. There we go. Ain't that beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful plant. Now you say, Just, why'd you dig it with berries still on it? Well, if you look, there's been a pile of berries that have already dropped. So it's safe to say that these berries are mature enough. See, they fell right off without any effort. these berries are mature enough, and we'll plant those right back. There's 3 plants right there that we'll just plant back. Cover up our tracks. Just plant those berries right back. Another year, you know the leaves are gonna fall, but sometimes birds will pick them up, but they usually drop them out. When the leaves fall, it covers the berries up, everything works together. And a lot of times where birds roost, like on a fence or something like that, they'll drop the berries when they go to the bathroom, and here comes a plant. I'm really glad to see it dying down, because that means it's almost made it through another year without being found. A lot of times I'll break the tops off, and that keeps poachers a lot of times from getting it. So it's my part to conserve the sang. One of my favorites, a beautiful mountain fern. I love these. Right over here we've got some bloodroot. Nothing looks like it. Big bloodroot there. You can dig it, but it's not worth very much per pound. It's a medicinal, I think, but it's not worth much. Baby. Come here, dogs. Come here and let's love a while. 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 Shh, shh, shh. Don't get roused up now. Come here and let's love a while. Come up here, bear. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Penny, come here. Come here, Penny. Come here and let's love a while. Come here and let's love a while. That's my fast dog right there. That's my fast dog and my old dash hound. My fast dog and my old dash hound. 2 ginseng plants that we dug today. So glad that you could spend this time in the woods with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably take these home, put them on a drying screen and let them dry slowly, and maybe use the roots for some medicinal. So that's what we'll do. Now, in a commercial sense, people dig this stuff, dry the roots, or sell them green for a lot lower price. They'll dry these roots, and it brings quite a bit per pound. I've seen it as high as $1,100 or $1,200 a pound. It takes a little bit of walking to get a pound dry. About 3 pounds of green will equal 1 pound dry. Like I say, this is some of the earliest memories I have, is traveling in the mountains close to where I live with my mom at a very young age, digging Ginseng. So, and it's been a part of my life ever since. I've spent time in the woods with my aunts, my uncles, a lot of time with my mom, dad even, when he was able. And ginseng is just kind of a part of my life, I guess, because I've spent so much time with it. And also, when I was a fairly young boy, my dad started buying ginseng roots and reselling them, and I was part of that as well, you know, weighing that stuff out, looking at it, doing this and that. But it's been quite a long time ago since he did that, and it was not bringing near as much money then as it does now. But that's ginseng. It's a part of my life. I hope you enjoyed this today on Fun Fact Friday. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, you need to. And if you enjoyed this, please like this video. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. I've been pretty busy this week, mostly with tomatoes, and processing them and canning them. That's why I've not put a video up in a few days, but got more coming up. I'm always filming, just too much going on to get it all out right at the moment, but just bear with me. And it's coming your way. So Justin at Metcalf Mills, hope you've enjoyed this, because I surely have. I'll see you next time.